Do you want more eyeballs on your website to gain more clients? If you do, stay tuned to find out 5 tips to effectively use Pinterest to drive traffic to your website. Hi, I'm Jen Vasquez with Wed Photography Coach, helping you to create marketing systems to easily drive traffic to all of your content so that you could spend more time with those that you love. If you could use help with any of that, then definitely subscribe below so that you get notified every time I release a new video. Tip number 1 is really important. You need to make sure that your Pinterest profile is optimized. What does that mean? Well, let me give you a couple tips. First, you want to make sure that your Pinterest profile is specifically for business. That's really, really important. You also want to claim your website. If you claim your website, not only will your website link be featured on your Pinterest profile, but you'll have much more really good analytics to go by. So definitely claim your website. It also signals Pinterest to trust you a little bit more, and they will send more information to you because you've claimed your website. Also on your Pinterest profile, business Pinterest profile, you want to make sure it's super beefy on the description. You want to use as many of the characters as you are allowed, and you want to make sure that you get across who you are, who you help, how you help them, what you do, all of that stuff. You want people to immediately read that description of your Pinterest profile and know that you can help them. And you want to have a minimum of 20 boards and a minimum of 30 pins on each of those boards. If you do all of that, that's already going to help you so much in Pinterest. My second tip is to pin consistently throughout the day. You can go directly onto Pinterest and 3 times, 5 times a day, go on and pin a different pin to a different board. I find that using Tailwind is much easier for me because I spend about 30 minutes once a week putting all the pins into Tailwind, and Tailwind releases those pins over time slowly for me on my behalf, so I don't have to show up every day on Pinterest. And I know people are thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to have to join Tailwind, but I do have a free trial below that you can try it out and see if you love it just as much as I do. It, by the way, is my second favorite tool in my business and one I will not give up, just behind my CRM. The third tip is to use keywords in every pin, every description, everywhere on Pinterest. And a lot of people will say, what are keywords? Well, keywords is a Pinterest term for search engine optimization, or SEO. And if you want it to be even simpler than that, the way that I describe it to all of my clients is, let's say you're a soap maker and you make soap for your face. You want to make sure that if you're pinning a blog post about soap for your face, that you have soap for your face somewhere in there, somewhere in the title, somewhere in the description. A better way of describing it is, if you were looking for the information that you produced in terms of content, what are people going to type in that browser bar of Google or Pinterest to find exactly that content? That's keywords. My fourth tip is to create a free lead magnet. This is something, a piece of information, a quiz, free content, something that you're giving away for free that gets people to A, come to your website, which increases your traffic. Then they're signing up for your email list to be able to get that free thing. And you have then multiple opportunities for them to know, like, and trust you enough to eventually purchase from you. This is a great way of getting people to come to you. You create a pin for that lead magnet that gets their interest right away, and that it's free. People will be encouraged to click and go get that free item. And my fifth tip is to review your analytics. I always say to really write down all of your analytics each month so that you can see month by month the change and growth that's going on. You can also look at your analytics each week. Sometimes if I look each week, it takes me and my time off of what I should be doing to be bringing in the money. And so I try to keep myself to looking at it once a month, because each week Pinterest is going to kind of fluctuate a bit. That's the nature of Pinterest. And Pinterest is really a long game. So you want to be able to judge your growth by looking at it each month. The second piece of that fifth tip is to look at Google Analytics. This is something I use to help me decide on which type of content that I'm going to create or what is most needed for me to create. And the greatest thing to do with regards to that is to look at Google Analytics, and each month or each time I'm creating content, I see what are my top 5 blog posts, and I will create another piece of content that's about in that area, because over the last month, that's something that people are really gravitated to. And why is that? Because maybe that's hot right now, or maybe that's what they're looking for at the moment. So if you create another piece of content that is similar or takes a different approach even on the content that's already popular on your website, you're just going to get people to come from that blog post to go to that new blog post on the same topic that they have been searching for. And it makes it's called sticky. It keeps them on your website, and you have more of an opportunity for them to actually become a client. And the third thing within that fifth tip is to take those blog posts that do really well and create a new pin for them that's different in color and image and all that kind of thing. Fresh content, as Pinterest loves, and add them to Pinterest to drive more traffic to the already good performing blogs that you have. I have something for you. I'm so excited. I have free Pinterest training on Wednesdays in October, and I definitely encourage you to go to wedphotographycoach.com/pin to sign up for those. Not only are they free classes, but they're done in Zoom so that you have an opportunity to actually ask questions about your business and your situation right there on the spot with me. It's almost like a one-on-one for free, in that I can be able to help you right on that live call. So I encourage you to sign up for that. Thank you for joining me. Now go work smarter, not harder, and make sure that you're putting systems in place so that you can get all that work done that you need to. Have a great day. Bye.